As an artist, what is your specialism? What were you aiming to develop in this project? My specialism is rapping, but sometimes I like to switch it up and add a bit of singing to my choruses whenever I can. As an artist, I'm a Latino boy growing up in London, and I like to express that in all my songs. So, like in some songs, I'll rap in Spanish and then I'll switch it to English, and I'll just keep doing that throughout the whole song. What were you aiming to develop? In my project, I was aiming to develop my flow and also my versatility in other type of beats as well, like garage beats and stuff like that. What was the overall theme of of the brief, and what was your main aim? What did you set out to achieve? What was the purpose, and what were your intentions practically and conceptually? The concept of the project. Alright, cool. So the overall theme of my whole project was talking about in all my songs. I was basically expressing, like I said, I was expressing that I'm a Latino boy growing up in London, and it's basically just about me as a person, me as a rapper, me as a musician in London and stuff like that. And I express that by uh, speaking Spanish, rapping in Spanish in most of my songs. Also, trying to get beats that sound similar to my culture, and yeah, just stuff like that. The concept of my project never really changed. I can't lie, it never changed while I was doing it. It just remained the same throughout the whole project. Cool. What primary research did you undertake, and why was this important? My primary research was just uh, I was just listening to different songs like Ladbroke Grove, Festus Skank, Soy Peor by Bad Bunny, and I was just um trying to do that type of music as well. So I had to research about all them artists, research about them songs and stuff like that, and that's basically what I've done in my primary research. In my secondary research, I watched a lot of interviews. I watched a lot of documentaries from BET networks. I watched one interview from D Block Europe, and they were talking about how they how they basically got um they basically flew out to America, and they got a fan base first before they moved on to the UK and got their fan base here. So I was just watching like lots of different interviews from some of my favorite artists, and just documentaries that will benefit up and coming artists. Um, Three main musical inspirations for my project were Biggie Smalls, um, Bad Bunny as well, and Eminem. Can't lie. What techniques did you explore during the project? So techniques that I explored during the project. Uh, uh, I tried. I tried to do different type of beat. Like I tried to jump on different genres and stuff like that. I jumped on a garage beat, which not many people have done before, and I've certainly not done it before. But I jumped on a garage beat. It's not gonna be on my album, but it will be a feature with Extreme Music, and it will be featured on their channel. So that's what this project has also helped me to do. Also, it helped me get in contact with Extreme as well and let me do music for them. And yeah, it was helpful as well because I learned something new. I learned that I could do different type of beats, not only the same beats that I always do, which is Afro swing, UK trap, and just normal rap and stuff like that. So yeah. Um, what were your most successful experiments and ideas? My most successful ones were Busy, One of a Kind, and the Garage one. Yeah. Reasons why were because Busy and One of a Kind were American trap beats, and that was basically the first time me experiment with an American trap beat and trying to jump on that wave. And to be honest, both the songs came out proper good. Like most of the people I asked they all said that they liked it, that it was good and stuff like that. So them two were experiments that came out really well. Also the garage one, because I was just proud of it myself because the beat, I really liked the beat, and the lyrics that I wrote to it basically meant a lot as well. So yeah, those I think those three were the best ones. How did this drive your work forward? How did these drive your work forward? Um, can't lie, don't even know. Be so raw. They just like they made me they made me stronger in music, because now I realized that I could jump on any genre basically. Not any genre, but the majority of the genres I could basically rap to. So yeah, that's basically it. What aspects of music did you focus on? On most of my songs, I mainly focused on my flow and my lyric writing. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to make sure that every lyric in every song meant something, and people could relate to them as well, to the lyrics as well. And the flow, I just focused on the flow a lot because I wanted it to be catchy, so people can go back and listen to it, and yeah, just keep it in their playlist and stuff like that. Um, what problems, challenges did you face in this project? Problems that I faced were collaborations. I'd say that's, I think, collaborations and mixing. I think, yeah, those are the. Oh, and also producers, trying to find producers. I think those three are the main ones that, yeah, those were the main problems. But with the collaborating, even if I couldn't find anyone outside, I managed to outside of college. I managed to work with people inside of college. So I worked with Zeno. I also worked with Shalice. And producers that I worked with were Kane, Ruben, Lab Lord. So yeah, instead of looking outside, I searched inside the college to see who I could work with, and that's how I overcame most of them problems. Um, did you have problems that you thought you might? Yeah, like I said, I had the problems with producers, and I knew that I was gonna have that problem because I don't really know much producers outside of college like that. Like, so I knew that was gonna be a problem, and yes, I did face that problem, but I managed to overcome it and just work with Ruben and Lablood and Kane. Um, how did you plan your work and organize your time? How did you know what you had to still do? Um, I had a timetable basically explaining what I have to do each week, and that just basically made me stay on track as well with my work. Um, yeah, did you stick to a plan that you made in your proposal? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I spoke about, yeah, in my proposal. I said that the thing was gonna be about me. That my album was gonna be about me being a Latino boy, and yeah, that's what I done in my album. I never changed it. I never done anything to it. Yeah. Um, um, would you carry out planning differently if you ran the project again? Yeah, I would. I would make sure I planned out everything a bit more organized, because this one I planned it out properly, but it wasn't as organized as it could have been. So if I was to do this again, I'll plan everything more organized, and I'll make sure that everything just looks neater. You get what I'm trying to say? Was your planning successful? Why? How? Yeah, my planning was successful because I managed to do what I wanted to do, and I managed to finish off my album and stuff like that. Uh, how have your practical skills developed over the project? What have you got better at? Um, they've my practical skills have developed because, as I said, I've learned that I could jump on a garage beat and just beats that I've never done before. So I think my flow has also improved as well, because I've been going on different BPMs, different tempos and that. So sometimes I'll be rapping fast, and that's why my flow has gotten better as well, innit? Did you manage to do everything you said you would? Um, no, I didn't manage. I didn't. The garage beat. I wrote all my vocals down. I mean, sorry, I laid down all my vocals. I recorded them, but I haven't managed to finish the beat and send it to mix. So no, not everything, but the majority of everything of the stuff I've done. Um, what were the strengths, weaknesses in your music? What did you learn? I feel like in most of my songs, I could have had a bit more collaborations with other artists, like female singers and stuff like that. So one thing that I did learn was that I kind of need to go out my way and make more time to speak and communicate with other artists. And yeah, um, what skills would you still like to develop during the next course or in your career? I would like to be able to learn how to mix properly, and also important one is how to learn how to produce, because I don't want to be relying on any more people to make my beats and that. I want to be able to do my own beats and just rely on myself basically. How did this help you arrive? Heart, I don't really understand the question still. But let me see. How did you continually evaluate and reflect on your work? Um, I kept for every song. I asked people on my social media and also people like work, my work, my classmates. Sorry, I asked them what they think of the song, and if they were to tell me that the chorus needs a little bit more character to it, then I would go back in the studio and just make it sound better. So I would always ask them, and I would also ask my older brother because he's more honest with me. So I would ask him what he thinks and what I could improve on, and I'll just improve on that thing that he said. And yeah, um, why was it so important to reflect on your work? It was important because, like I said, most of them beats I've never done, so I was a bit nervous when it came to like people listening to them. So when I showed people, it gave me confidence because they said that that it sounded proper, and that yeah. So that's that. Um, what were the strengths, weaknesses of a reflective method throughout the project? I feel like what were the strengths, weaknesses of a reflective method throughout the project? What were the strengths, weaknesses of a reflective method throughout the project? Some of the weaknesses were that I could have gotten more people to show my work to and get more people to give me feedback and stuff like that. Would you do something differently next time? Yeah, like I said, I would ask more people, and I would ask more people in the music industry what they think of my work as well. So I'll get in contact with more people in the music industry. Uh, what methods have you used to present your final music? I've like, what methods have you used to present your final music? So to present my final music, I've made my own website, my own Wix website, and that's where it's gonna have all my music on there, all my final music. And yeah, why is this the most effective? Because it's the most effective way because I feel like it's more professional and it just looks better. So yeah, how does this music appeal to the audience? I'm not too sure on that one. Did you include any additional features beyond the music, such as artist statement, video? Um, with one of the songs on my album, I'm gonna be doing a music video, and that's for Busy. So for Busy, I'm gonna be working on a music video as well. And yeah, how did you present other aspects of your work. Um, I think I think honestly I've captured everything else, but like quite good to be honest. I've put it all in my website as well. So not just the music, but my research and my lyric analysis and stuff like that. I think I've I've done all of that quite good to be honest. Um, let me see. Has the final outcome met your expectations? The final outcome has met my expectations because most of the songs that I've done I'm proud of as well. Like they all came out how I wanted them to come out. They all sound good. The mixing sounds good. The beats are good. Like everything came out proper still. Uh, how does it compare to your initial idea of theme and intentions? It compares like quite good because in most of the songs, like I said, I've rapped in Spanish and then switched it to English, and I've showed people that as well as just rapping in English, I could also rap in Spanish and on different beats as well. Uh, throughout this project, the main things I've learned throughout this project is that I have to make sure that I have a good producer there, that I have someone that could mix down my vocals, and also that I need to learn how to properly communicate with other artists for future collaborations. And yeah, how will this project help your career as a musician? It will help my career because now I know that music is not just easy. That you can't just go into it. Like you actually have to do your research. You actually have to put in work, put in the hours, and yeah. So I really think it will help me because this the project has somehow matured me as well as a musician. So yeah. Um, what would you change? Add, improve, develop. One thing I would therefore add is more music. I would add more music and more versatility to it. Definitely. How could that be achieved? One way that could be achieved is if I uh time everything properly. You get what I'm trying to say? If I put like if I just plan it out properly, like I said before. Was there anything in the project you wish you could have done differently? No, not really. I'm proud of everything to be honest. I'm proud of all my work and yeah. Overall, how do you feel about your project? Overall, I'm happy with my project. Like I said, it would have been better if I had a bit more songs on there. But other than that, like I'm very happy with my project. Can't lie.